Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to start with multiplicative identity of a matrix or multiplicative identity in matrices. In matrices, multiplicative identity is matrix is a matrix which when multiplied with any matrix gives you the same identical matrix. Okay, for example, when you have a matrix A and it is denoted by capital I. So capital I is a matrix which when multiplied with any matrix gives you the same matrix back. For example, when it multiplies with A, it gives you the same matrix A. When it multiplies with B, it gives you the same matrix B. So the definition of multiplicative identity is that multiplicative identity matrix, which is usually denoted by I, is a matrix which when multiplied with any matrix, for example, we have a matrix A or B or C, any matrix. When identity matrix is multiplied with these matrices, you get the same matrix back. Okay, gives you the same identical matrix. Such matrix is called identity matrix. And in matrices, this role is played by the unit matrix that we have studied in types of matrices. A unit matrix for 2 by 2 was 1 0 0 1. If you remember that, this was the unit matrix we studied in previous lectures in types of matrices. This is the matrix which when multiplied with any matrix gives you the same matrix back. For example, if you have a matrix, suppose you have a matrix 2 negative 1 0 3, you multiply it with this matrix 1 0 0 1, it will give you the same matrix back. Multiplying with this, what we get, 2 into 1 plus negative 1 into 0, then 2 into 0 plus negative 1 into 1. Again, this multiplication of second row with first column, 0 into 1 plus 3 into 0, and then second row with second column, 0 into 0 plus 3 into 1. So 2 into 1 will be 2, negative 1 into 0 will be 0, 2 plus 0, 0 plus minus 1, 0 plus 0, and 0 plus 3. What we get is the same matrix back. This is 2, 0 plus minus 1 will be negative 1, 0 plus 0 will be 0, and 0 plus 3 will be 3. If you note, we get the same matrix back. A was 2, negative 1 and 0, 3, which is equal to the same matrix. Therefore, A into I, the unit matrix, this is equal to A. So such matrix is called identity matrix. Its importance is that when it is multiplied with any matrix, it gives you the same identical matrix back. Okay, this is the same as the role played by 1 in real number. In real numbers, 1 is such number which when multiplied with any numbers give you the same number back. So the role of 1 here is played by this identity matrix. Okay, it is a 2 by 2 identity matrix, and 3 by 3 identity matrix will be 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. This is it. In the same way, we increase the number of ones in the diagonal if we want 4 by 4 and 5 by 5. But today in this book we are going to learn about the 2 by 2 identity matrices only. Okay, this is what we need. So this is the property of multiplicative identity. Now let's move forward. The next topic is multiplicative inverse. multiplicative inverse of a matrix. Now two matrices A and B are called multiplicative inverses of one another if A into B is equal to B into A is equal to the identity matrix. So two matrices are called multiplicative inverses of one another if their product by taking A first and then their product by taking B first, both the products must be equal to the identity matrix. Okay, then we say that A and B are multiplicative inverses of each other. This implies that B is multiplicative inverse of the matrix A, and it is also denoted by, it is generally denoted by A inverse. Okay, so inverse of a matrix A is normally denoted by A inverse. So A inverse is the matrix which when multiplied with A gives you this the identity matrix I. Okay, so product of A into A inverse and A inverse into A, this should be equal to iota. If you have a matrix which was multiplied with A and then its multiplication with A using commutator, both are equal to the identity matrix, then we say that these are multiplicative inverses of one another. A is the multiplicative inverse of A inverse and A inverse is the multiplicative inverse of A. Okay, similarly, if you have a matrix AB is equal to BA, if you have a matrix B which when multiplied with B gives you identity matrix, then you say that this is the B inverse matrix. Okay, this is the property of multiplicative inverse, is that the product of the multiplicative inverse and the matrix itself, this is always equal to I, whether you multiply it in this way or in this way, both the way this should be equal to identity matrix. So if you check whether two matrices are multiplicative inverses of one another or not, what you are going to do, you are going to find the product A into B, and then you are going to switch their places and find the product again. If in both the cases the product is equal to the multiplicative identity that we have studied a few minutes before, then we say that these are multiplicative inverses of one another. B is the multiplicative inverse of A and A is the multiplicative inverse of B. For example, let us do the related question. Multiplicative inverse A into A inverse should be equal to A inverse into A should be equal to identity matrix. Okay. For example, in exercise 1.5, as an example, we can do exercise 1.5 question number 5. In question number 5, it is said that determine whether the given matrices are multiplicative inverse of each other or not. Okay, so we are given two matrices. We have to find that whether these are multiplicative inverses of each other or not. Okay, I will do one of the two parts. Let me select the second part. We will check whether these are multiplicative inverses or not. You are given two matrices and you have to check whether these are multiplicative inverses or not. Question number 5, part 2. You are given the matrices 1, 2, 2, 3 and these are the two matrices given to you. Now we have to check whether these are multiplicative inverses or not. In order to check whether these are multiplicative inverses or not, their product must be equal to identity matrix. Okay, 2A into A inverse should be equal to A inverse into A, that is equal to identity matrix. Okay, the first, let me take this as A and let us name this as B. So in order to check whether these are multiplicative inverses or not, what we do, we have to check that A into B is equal to B into A is equal to identity matrix or not. You have to check that. Okay, In order to check that, obviously we are going to find the product of A and B, and then we are going to switch their places and find the product again. If the both are equal to identity matrix, then it is they will be called the multiplicative inverses of one another. If one is equal to identity and the other is not equal to identity, then we can't say that these are multiplicative inverses of each other. Both these conditions must be satisfied. AB should be equal to identity and BA should also be equal to identity. Both the matrices, the product matrices, should be equal to identity matrix. So let's find the product of A into B. A is the matrix 1, 2, 2, 3 multiplied with matrix -3, 2, 2 and -1. We will multiply it in the same way. We will take the first row and multiply it with the first column. 1 into -3 plus 2 into 2. Then we will take the first row and second column. 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into -1. Now take the second row and we multiply it with the first and the second column. First the second row with the first column. What we get? 2 into -3 plus 3 into 2. 2 into -3 plus 3 into 2. And then second row and second column. 2 into 2 plus 3 into -1. Okay. So this will be equal to -3 plus 4, 2 minus 2, 2 into -3, -6 plus 3 into 2, 6. 2 into 2, 4 minus 3. So the answer will be 4. The signs are different. So we are going to subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1 and we are going to put the sign of the greater number. 2 minus 2, 0. -6 plus 6 is 0 and 4 minus 3 is 1. So this is equal to the identity matrix. So the first condition is satisfied. We are going to check the second also. Okay, both these should be equal to one another and they both should be equal to the identity matrix. So AB is equal to I. Now we calculate B into A. To calculate B into A, we first put the second matrix first and the first matrix in the second position. So it will be -3, 2, 2, -1 into 1, 2, 2 and 3. So we are checking whether these are multiplicative inverses or not. Okay. Now we will take the first row and multiply it with the first and second column. What we get is -3 into 1 plus 2 into 2. Then first row with second column -3 into 2 plus 2 into 3. Now taking the second row and multiplying it with the first and second column. 2 into 1 plus -1 into 2. Then 2 into 2 plus -1 into 3. So the answer will be -3 plus 4, -6 plus 6, 2 minus 2 and 4 minus 3. This will be equal to -3 plus 4 will be equal to 1. Okay. -6 plus 6 will be 0. 2 minus 2 will again be equal to 0 and 4 minus 3 will be equal to 1. So as you can see, this is also equal to the identity matrix. So AB was equal to I and BA is also equal to I. So we can say that from this equation and from this. Okay, AB is equal to I and BA is also equal to I. So AB is equal to BA is equal to the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 or I. Therefore AB are called multiplicative inverses of one another because A into B and then B into A both are equal to I. This implies that A and B are multiplicative inverses of one another. Okay, so B is the multiplicative inverse of A. B can also be denoted by A inverse now, because it is the inverse of A, and this is the notation we use for multiplicative inverse. And A is the multiplicative inverse of B. It means A can also be denoted by B inverse. Okay, because A is the multiplicative inverse of B and B is the multiplicative inverse of A. So B can also be written as A inverse because it is the multiplicative inverse of A, and this A can be written as B inverse because this matrix is multiplicative inverse of B. So this is how you check whether the two matrices are multiplicative inverses of one another or not. Okay, part 1 is also exactly the same as this. So you can try that and then tell me if you have any problems. Now next topic is about calculation of multiplicative inverse. Suppose that we are given a matrix and we want to calculate its multiplicative inverse, as is question number 3. Find the multiplicative inverse if it exists of each of these matrices. Okay, so here we are given the matrix and we want to find its multiplicative inverse. So calculation of multiplicative inverse. How to calculate? In order to calculate the multiplicative inverse, the formula that we will use is A inverse is equal to 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. This is the formula that we use, and we have studied what is determinant of A, and we have also studied how to calculate the adjoint of A. So in this we are going to do step 1 will be to find the determinant of A. Step 2 is we will going to find the adjoint of A. And remember that the multiplicative inverse will not exist if the determinant is equal to 0, because 0 in the denominator gives us a number which is not defined. So if determinant of A is equal to 0, then multiplicative inverse will not exist, because a 0 in the denominator is not acceptable by us, because it gives us a number that is not defined, that we don't know about. Okay, so if the determinant is equal to 0, the multiplicative inverse will not exist, or in other words, singular matrices do not have multiplicative inverses, because singular matrices were those matrices where the denominator was equal to 0. If you remember, in the previous lecture we studied that if the denominator is equal to 0, then those matrices are called singular matrices, and if the determinant is equal to 0, the inverse does not exist. It means that singular matrices will not have any multiplicative inverses. So if you have a singular matrix, you don't need to find its multiplicative inverse, because it will not come out, because it does not exist. Okay, so doing for practice, let us do question number 3. Question number 3, we are given the matrices A, B, C and D. Okay, and they are asking find the multiplicative inverse if it exists. Okay, if the determinant is not equal to 0 of each. Okay, so we are going to find for example, question number 3, part 1. We are given the matrix A is equal to -1, 3, 2 and 0, and we need to find its multiplicative inverse. The formula for finding multiplicative inverse is denoted by A inverse. A is the matrix, so its multiplicative inverse will be denoted by A inverse, and its formula is 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. So we need these two things to find the A inverse. Okay, first we will calculate the determinant of A as we did in the previous lecture, -1, 2, 3, 0. This will be equal to the multiplication of the elements of the main diagonal minus -1 into 0 minus 3 into 2. So the answer will be 0 minus 6 is equal to negative 6. As it is not equal to 0, it means the multiplicative inverse will exist and we have to calculate it. Okay. So the determinant of A is equal to negative 6. Okay. These bars denotes the determinant in matrices. Okay, not the absolute values. Don't confuse it with absolute values. So it can be negative. Okay, this is the determinant of a matrix, not the absolute value of some number. So next we calculate the adjoint of A. In the adjoint of A, what we did, how we find the adjoint of a matrix? What we do is we change the places of these two numbers, 0, negative 1, and change the sign of these two, negative 3 and negative 2. This will give us the adjoint of the matrix. Okay, so this is the adjoint of the matrix. Now we go for the inverse of the matrix. This is equal to 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so 1 over determinant of A is negative 6, and this is the adjoint of A multiplied with this is the adjoint of the matrix A we have calculated here, and the determinant of the matrix is negative 6 that we have calculated here. Now we are just going to multiply these two, this scalar with this matrix, and we will get the inverse of the matrix, and this is how we calculate the inverse of the matrix. So this will be equal to negative 1 by 6 into 0, negative 1 by 6 into negative 3, negative 1 by 6 into negative 2, and negative 1 by 6 into negative 1. Okay, we are going to multiply this scalar with the matrix. How we multiply a scalar with the matrix? We multiply the scalar with each and every element of the matrix. So 0 into anything is 0, negative and negative. As we are doing multiplication, so the same signs will always give a positive sign. This will be equal to 3 1s are 3 2s are positive 1 by 2. Then negative negative will again be a positive number, and cancelling 2 1s are and 2 3s are. This will be equal to a positive 1 by 3. And then negative negative again will be a positive number. 1 by 6 into 1 will be 1 by 6. So this is how you calculate the inverse of the matrix. This is the inverse of this matrix A, and this completes the question. Now consider part 3 of question number 3. Let us consider part 3. Okay, the third part is you have to find the multiplicative inverse of the matrix C. Negative 2, 6, 3 and negative 9. Now as you can see, now in order to find its inverse, the formula will be C inverse or multiplicative inverse of C will be 1 over determinant of C into adjoint of the matrix C. Now let's start with the determinant always, whether to check whether the inverse exists or not. To find the multiplicative inverse, we need to find the determinant first. Now multiplying these two, this will be negative 2 into negative 9 minus 3 into 6. Negative and negative, both numbers will be multiplied to give positive 18. 2 into 9 is 18, and we are going to have a positive answer because both the numbers are negative. Okay, and this is multiplication. Minus 3 into 6 is again 18. The determinant is equal to 0. As the determinant is equal to 0, so the multiplicative inverse will not exist. Okay, does not exist for the matrix C. As it does not exist, obviously we can't find it. Okay, so C is a singular matrix, its determinant is equal to 0, therefore the multiplicative inverse will not exist. So the question will finish up here. Okay. Now part D, we have to find the multiplicative inverse of this matrix. Question number 3, part 4, we have to find the multiplicative inverse of this matrix. For this again we are going to write D inverse is equal to 1 over determinant of D into adjoint of the matrix D. So first we are going to find the determinant. 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 4, the method will remain the same because we have fraction only here, which does not change the method of finding the inverse. The method will remain the same whether we have fraction, expressions or numbers. Okay. In the same way we are going to find the determinant by multiplying these two numbers. 1 by 2 will be multiplied with 2 minus, then multiplying the elements in the secondary diagonal. 3 by 4 will be multiplied with 1. So 2 and 2 will be cancelled. 1 minus 3 by 4 will be equal to 4 minus 3 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 4. So the determinant of D will be equal to 1 over 4. Okay. Now find the adjoint of D. Adjoint of D will be, what we are going to do, we are going to change the places of these two and change the sign of this. So the places of 2 and 1 by 2 will be exchanged and the signs will be changed. This is a positive 3 by 4, so we are going to write the negative 3 by 4 and negative 1. As you can see, the method remains the same. Okay, whether these are fractions or simple numbers or expression, the method will always remain the same. Okay, now to find D inverse, what we are going to do, 1 over determinant of D. What was determinant of D? 1 by 4 into adjoint of D, 2, negative 1, negative 3 by 4 and 1 by 2. Okay, so what we will do, 1 over 4. Okay, 1 over 4. If you have denominator in the denominator, okay, if you have a fraction in the denominator and it has a denominator, this denominator can be shifted to the numerator of the main fraction. So you have a main fraction whose numerator is 1 and denominator is 1 by 4. Now in the denominator you again have a denominator, you again have a fraction. Okay, then this denominator will shift to the numerator. You can write it as 4 over 1, which is 4 into 2, negative 1, negative 3 by 4 and 1 by 2. Okay, so now you are going to multiply 4 with these numbers. 4 by 1 is again equal to 4. So you are going to multiply it with the matrix. 4 into 2, 4 into negative 3 by 4, 4 into negative 1 and 4 into 1 by 2. This will be equal to 4 into 2 will be 8. 4 and 4 will be cancelled out because here we have multiplication, we are multiplying fraction with another fraction 4. This will be equal to negative 3. 4 into negative 1 will be negative 4 and 2 ones are 2 twos are. This will be equal to this. So the D inverse will be the matrix this. Okay, so this completes the theory, the question. This is how we find the multiplicative inverse of the matrix. The method remains the same, only we had fraction, therefore we had some more things to learn or to revise, that you have already revised it.